Honorable Madam Ambassador Stovall, dear Mr. Davies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be here in the Helsinki Shipyard in this event to celebrate the beginning of the Davy ownership and the start of the alliance of Davy shipyards in Quebec and in Helsinki. They truly are two leaders in Arctic shipbuilding. The past years have not been easy for Helsinki Shipyard. Russia's illegal war of aggression against Ukraine made the business environment very difficult for the yard. It naturally troubled the yard's world-class shipbuilding professionals. As I grew up in the neighborhood, the future of the yard has also worried me personally. When I heard about the plans of Davy, I really wanted this project to succeed. Now it has happened, and I could not be more happy about it. Davy brings to Helsinki Shipyard the much-needed, strong and stable owner from a reputable country. You are truly our friends. Davy also brings along confidence for the personnel of Helsinki Shipyard. Davy is a partner of the ambitious national shipbuilding strategy of Canada, which also means a strong order book for the company. There is a lot of work, but I have no doubt about the success of Davy in this. Ladies and gentlemen, this day is also a start of a new era in marine industry cooperation for our NATO member nations. Current geopolitical situation means that we have to be able to operate in the Arctic waters. Davy Shipyard in Quebec and in Helsinki have critical world-class expertise in icebreakers and other ice-going vessels, and that is now really needed. The Arctic is also a fragile environment, which means that vessels operating there need to be green and sustainable. This is in the genes of Finnish shipbuilding industry. Thus, I am confident that the ships which will be built under Canadian-Finnish cooperation will be global showcases. We know Canada as a strong Arctic maritime country with an orientation towards innovation and sustainability. In other words, I think we have a good match here with our nations, and there are excellent existing links and collaboration to build on. As we know, the recent years haven't been easy for maritime industry. However, I strongly believe that innovative and globally oriented companies in the industry, such as Davy, have a strong competitive edge. Personnel of Helsinki Shipyard know how to bend the steel, but answering the global demand, it's not only about hardware. There is also the ever-increasing demand for software, in other words, digital solutions, as they, for example, increase level of safety and efficiency of shipping. This is where Finnish marine ecosystem and its over 1,000 companies comes to a play. Finland has a strong tradition in digitalization, and applying the latest technologies across industries is our stronghold. The Finnish marine industry, research organizations, and academia all cooperate in order to create more innovative, more efficient, cleaner, and better vessels all the time. Finnish marine industry is also a global player. International cooperation with important strategic partners has been important, and it will be emphasized in the future technology development. Thus, I am positive that together Canadian and Finnish marine industries can strengthen their position in the global market. Honorable guests, Davy in Quebec dates back to year 1825 and Helsinki Shipyard to 1865. It is about time that these two have found together. With these words, I am more than happy to welcome Davy to Finnish Marine Ecosystem family. You are very, very welcome to Finland. Thank you.
Hyvät ystävät, dear friends, chers amis, what a wonderful day this is for our city. Helsinki is a coastal city, and the sea has always given our city her special character. The Baltic Sea is dear to us, and we work a lot for its well-being. And as a city by the sea, we are proud to be a shipyard city. Ships have been built here since 1865, and the shipbuilding industry has given the city a special character. I believe that with this very welcome acquisition, our traditional great shipyard will continue to be successful and will have a great future. We are so happy about this cooperation. We needed a strong and skilled operator from a friendly country to succeed, and we are convinced Davy to be just that. So, dear Davy, we really warmly welcome you to the city of Helsinki. Hyvät ystävät, Suomen meriteollisuus on monipuolinen kokonaisuus. Sen taustalla on pienen maan, matalan hierarkian mahdollistama hyvä yhteistyö päättäjien, toimijoiden, tutkijoiden, yliopistojen välillä. Tässä on menestyksen avaimia. Tämä on myös hyvin innovatiivista toimintaa, ja kun nämä hienot toimijat yhdistää voimansa, syntyy uusia innovaatioita, joista hyötyvät Helsinki, Quebec, Kanada ja Suomi. Ja nämä telakat voivat oppia paljon toisiltaan. We will ensure that our new owners here will have great conditions for operations in our city. And we, in the same vein, we welcome all partners, other companies, international agents who are interested in Helsinki as a place of operations. Finland and Canada, two countries that have a lot in common in terms of language, policy, administration, geography, natural resources, sports. And to our Canadian friends from Quebec, we need not start apologizing about this cold weather. We know how it is up here in the north. We are both innovative societies with advanced technology. We share common values in areas such as human rights and environmental issues. And due to geography, the economies of Finland and Canada operate largely in similar sectors. All these similarities create a good foundation for cooperation between Finnish and Canadian cities, for friendship between our cities. And this was so visible when I just visited Quebec and could talk to people there and to be convinced of the complementarities of these two wonderful shipyards. Chers amis québécois, je crois qu'avec cette transaction, lorsque les nouveaux acteurs uniront leurs ressources, de nouvelles innovations verront le jour au bénéfice non seulement des régions de Helsinki et de Québec, du Canada et de la Finlande, mais aussi plus largement d'autres pays. Merci et bienvenue à Helsinki. Once again, dear friends, thank you and warmly welcome to Helsinki. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Minister, Mr. Mayor, colleagues from Davy, from Quebec, and from the shipyards here in Helsinki. Good afternoon. Bon après-midi. Hyvää iltapäivää. I would like to congratulate Chantier Davy on its acquisition of Helsinki Shipyard, in particular with the support and funding from Investissement Québec. Bringing Canadian and Finnish Arctic talent together creates new opportunities for world-class shipbuilding and technologies. Je suis très heureuse de vous voir ici à Helsinki pour célébrer notre coopération. Having had the opportunity to follow this process, I could not be more delighted to see you all here today. Canada and Finland enjoy excellent relations founded on strong personal links and shared values. We have much in common as northern parliamentary democracies with similar geography, climate, natural resources, and technology-driven economies. Canada and Finland also enjoy a solid trade relationship, with the Canada-European Free Trade Agreement providing a strong foundation for businesses seeking to expand in strategic areas. Despite our similarities, for many here in Finland, Canada seems to be geographically far away. However, maps hold power, and in my office at the embassy, I look every day on a map that shows just how close we really are, one that views the world from the unique perspective of the Arctic regions of the globe. Looking at that map, it's easy to spot why Canada sees Finland as an important ally and why we are confident that this acquisition will result in strategic knowledge exchange and transfer between marine and ice-breaking experts from our two countries. This purchase of Helsinki Shipyard by Chantier Davy will lead to improved construction capacities for icebreakers and other vessels that will be used by, amongst others, our own Canadian Coast Guard. The Government of Canada established a long-term strategic relationship with Chantier Davy in April 2023 as part of its national shipbuilding strategy, which aims to equip the Royal Canadian Navy and the Canadian Coast Guard with much-needed vessels, including icebreakers like the one we have up here. Chantier Davy plays an essential role in the growth of our economy and contributes to the Government of Canada's ongoing efforts to ensure that Canada has the modern and reliable ships it needs, especially as we adapt to the continued growth of commercial shipping and the increasing impacts of climate change on our communities. Now I'd like to pause to read to you a letter from the Honorable Mary Ng, Minister of Export Promotion, International Trade and Economic Development. Mr. James Davies, President and Chief Executive Officer, Chantier Davy. Dear Mr. Davies and Mr. Salmi, I would like to offer you my sincere congratulations on Davy's successful acquisition of the Helsinki Shipyard. While I regret not being able to attend the event, thank you for the invitation and opportunity to share remarks on this historic day for Finland and Canada. I recently met with the Finnish Minister for Foreign Trade and Development, Mr. Ville Tavio, where we celebrated this new chapter for our two countries. I shared with him that I have been closely following this acquisition process for some time. It's a strategic investment, bringing together world-class icebreaker capabilities with green shipping expertise. This will serve to strengthen and secure global supply chains and transit routes. Moreover, it will be a catalyst for future opportunities in the Arctic, ocean technology, security, and trade. Davy's acquisition of this Helsinki shipyard is a significant success and representative of the strong Canada-Finland bilateral commercial relationship. This will increase business-to-business and people-to-people ties to help create good jobs and grow local communities. It is also proof of the two countries' strong support for open, rules-based trade and investment. I join you in celebrating a win-win for both our countries, which will serve to benefit Canadian and Finnish industries and workers alike for years to come. Sincerely, the Honorable Mary Ng. So in closing today, I would like to say how proud I am to be here, because this is what the relationship between Finland and Canada is really all about. Two NATO allies with shared values, mutually benefiting from trade, supporting good skilled jobs, and helping each other become more secure and prosperous. Merci et bienvenue en Finlande. Thank you. Kiitos.
Minister Rudman, Mr. Mayor Vartanian, Madam Ambassador Stovall, Mr. Davies, James, distinguished guests. Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Quel plaisir, quel honneur d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui pour célébrer l'acquisition du chantier Helsinki par Chantier Davy. It is a pleasure and it is an honor to be here with you today to celebrate the acquisition of Helsinki Shipyard by Chantier Davy of Quebec. As Quebec Agent General in London, my team and I cover the Nordic countries, as well as the United Kingdom and Ireland. Our role is to promote Quebec's interests, to attract investment and support Quebec's companies wishing to export and invest on the territory we cover. In short, our role is to make moments such as today happen. Davy was established in Quebec, more precisely in Lévis, near Quebec City, across the river from Quebec City in 1829 by former Captain Allison Davy. After his death, his wife, Elizabeth, took over the management of the company, becoming the first woman shipbuilder in Canada. Almost 200 years later, entrepreneurship, innovation, and a desire to do things differently are still very much at the heart of Davy's vision. With the acquisition of Helsinki Shipyard, Davy becomes one of the world's leaders in the building of icebreakers. The Quebec government is very proud to contribute financially to this acquisition, thereby supporting one of our most successful homegrown companies. As Davy is now part of Canada's national shipbuilding strategy, we are confident that this is the start of a very fruitful endeavor, one that will strengthen the links between Quebec, Canada, and Finland. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Minister Rudman and Mayor Vartanian for their presence today. We had the pleasure to welcome the mayor to Quebec City and Lévis earlier this month, as he mentioned. Mr. Mayor, nous étions très heureux de vous accueillir et j'espère que vous avez apprécié votre visite. We should acknowledge the challenging times which we are living in. Climate change, war, and geopolitical uncertainties are realities that we must all address. In such times, it is important to build alliances and look for friends and partners who share our values. Quebec, and therefore Canada and Finland, have in common their Nordicity, but also their commitment to sustainable development, democracy, rule of law, and gender equality. It has been said that we share latitudes and attitudes. And being here today, I could not agree more. So on behalf of the Quebec government, I would like to congratulate Davy on this impressive achievement. The skills and expertise brought by Helsinki Shipyard will undoubtedly take you to greater heights. From the banks of the St. Lawrence River to the Gulf of Finland, Quebec stands with you on this new voyage that is just beginning. So dear friends, thank you for your time and have a great afternoon.
It's a little chilly. Minister Redmond, Mayor Vatanen, Ambassador Stovall, Madame Rivard, friends. It's with great pride I stand with you to celebrate Davy's acquisition of Helsinki Shipyard. I'm also humbled that we have Polaris providing such a spectacular backdrop. This is a ship of firsts, built here by you. It is the perfect symbol of Helsinki Shipyard's unrivaled ingenuity and capability, Finland's unique shipbuilding culture, and a bold vision for a prosperous future. Today marks the re-emergence of Helsinki Shipyard as a strategic shipbuilder operating for and from the heart of Finland's maritime industrial cluster. As the old saying goes, nothing worth having comes easy. Our journey here began in late 2022. There was no playbook. And we have met and addressed many challenges that could not have been anticipated at the outset. We never lost faith. You, our stakeholders, also never lost faith. And today we come together, having achieved what to others may have seemed a little bit difficult. It was difficult. We simply would not be here, though, without the commitment of our strategic investment partners, Quebec, as well as the city of Helsinki, and the governments of Finland and Canada. Our trusted advisors, and of course, everybody else here, most importantly, the team. Along with my business partner, Alex, I thank you all for your contributions. Let me be clear. Let me be very clear. The real work, the hardest work, starts now. The reboot of Helsinki Shipyard, its return to full operation and prosperity will take time. Success will require patience, diligence, and tangible contributions from everybody. Our government partners, our people, our supply chain, everybody. We, that is, you and us, are the same in this respect. Proven resilience. We relish challenge. It is bread and water to us. Which is good, because as I said, it's going to be hard. Nothing easy. This acquisition is much more than the sum of the parts. Our deal greatly increases sovereign shipbuilding capability, which in turn supports redevelopment of capacity. This transition is a critical enabler for Canada, Finland, NATO and other allies, who together must meet the challenges of sufficient strategic industrial capacity to deliver urgently needed icebreakers, as well as strategic lift vessels, auxiliary ships, ferries, and many other complex ships of all kinds. Globalization has taken us too far away, reducing this capability, this capacity. To necessarily rebalance the situation, we must back up, reverse the flow, rebuild capability, commit to throughput, which in turn enables rediscovery of efficiency, and so rebuild and maintain capacity in shipbuilders and throughout the supply chain. This is a flywheel driven by an overarching and essentially simple need. Good neighbors need good fences. Where both are missing, we'd better have the means to defend against one and build the other. Helsinki Shipyard is that flywheel, building momentum by enabling Finland, Canada, the US, NATO, and all allies to deliver the icebreakers that we need, as well as many other types of complex vessel. Our vision is bold. We will create the preeminent international hub for the design and construction of icebreakers with other highly specialized technologies. This will support the shared ideals of self-sufficiency, modernity, and technical prowess at home and on the international stage. Technology-focused industries like ours promote employment, welfare, and security. This is a cool industry, filled with technology and an opportunity for innovation. Over time, we will create thousands of jobs, export opportunities, and major economic impact on both sides of the Atlantic. Moreover, we will advance green technologies and contribute to the maritime industry's transition towards long-term reduction in greenhouse gases, aka decarbonization. Importantly, Helsinki Shipyard's unique know-how can also empower Davy to de-risk Canada's ambitious heavy icebreaker order book, the Western world's largest, and one whose delivery grows more urgent by the day. I firmly believe Helsinki Shipyard has come. Demands for its products are at a high point. So as we usher in an era of growth, technological advancement and sustainability, we should be confident there are boundless opportunities to seize. In closing, I once again extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to making this acquisition a reality. Your dedication and support have been instrumental in shaping what is a once-in-a-lifetime occasion. Thank you. That's too long without gloves.
A few years ago, I would talk about us living in uncertain times. But today, we are no longer living in uncertain times. We are living in dangerous times. Our enemies are well defined, and their intentions are also. The Western world, NATO, the EU, our cherished freedoms and democracies are at stake. And as a group of businesses, we will continue to do everything we can to tilt the advantage in our favor. This strategic shipbuilding facility is an asset for the West. It is a force multiplier. Through its unique experience, its people, its intellectual property, and its infrastructure, it holds the keys to the Arctic and the other ice-covered basins, which will become increasingly important in terms of their strategic and tactical positioning over the coming years. Standing here on Europe's easternmost frontier, I'm very proud to welcome Helsinki Shipyard and its people to our group. I'm also very, very grateful for the support we've received and will hopefully continue to receive from the various governments involved, many of which are represented here today. Thank you very much.
I start with thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, James. Thank you, special guests. Thank you, teams in Canada and in Helsinki. The story of this great shipyard is once again in a turning point. Turning point towards west, turning point towards growth. And for this, I need to thank our people for their patience and faith. You are the base on which our success story will rise. City of Helsinki, which has provided its support throughout this acquisition process. We shall be building great ships here in the heart of this great city for at least those next 50 years. Quebec, that has believed in creating this win-win partnership. In this marriage, there are only winners. And we are also very grateful for the support of states of Canada and Finland. The hard work of securing new contracts has already started. However, it has been great to see that there is a lot of interest for our services within different client segments. And we hope to have good news coming soon. It is great to see so many of our important partners here today, not forgetting Arctia, that brought the magnificent Polaris to visit its birthplace. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. Well, we're now done. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Lamin kitos kaikili ja onea. Thank you so much.